Music is God, my love. 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 Music is God, my love.
Music is good, my love. That's what you said. This is wonderful.
Music is
I started out
my
I was doing drama and I started at around 2009. So I think that's how the love for the arts came about. And then as I was in my drama classes, I was able to sort of realize that not only can I act, but I'm also a good writer and a good performer as well. And then when I got to high school, I think that's when I realized the singing part of it, because I never really knew that I could sing. So yeah, that's how I started out.
How did I start out? To be honest, I started out in 7th grade. I went to Maba, another arts center here in Mafike. And yeah, I saw a guy playing guitar, like having a good time, and so I thought, yeah, maybe it's something I could do. But I was doing like tennis by the time. I decided to quit. Youth, like these days, the youth are doing like weird things like smoking drugs and drinking and other things. So yeah, arts keeps them away from such things and keeps them focused on work and school. Do I think wow, it's the solution to the world's problems? Arts alone cannot solve the world's problems. It would be naive to think that singing a song would change the world. So yeah, it takes a lot more than arts to change the problems of the world.
It's my name is on that train. Sitting in the front yard, I'm such a fool. I'll never find a man like you. You got me to say, you must not know what I mean. You must not know what I mean. I've been heard of you in a minute, and I'm feeling you in a minute, baby. You must not know you must not know. I can never love you, but tomorrow, don't you ever hold a second kiss addicted, irreplaceable. To see if she's home, I bet you thought that I didn't know. What do you think? I was saying,
I don't know how to it is a lot. Music, like, influencer. So, so art, it can be paint, it just influences a person. Go with here today, just
How relevant is art? With the art, you really don't know because, but by berekisa in many different ways, you know. Yeah. So, ko ka ona batho ba re ba bina. Mo go mfa ba bina ba bini tsone. Mo go mfa sharp. Yeah, it's not really relevant. It's okay, it's fine.
Do you think art is the solution to the world's problems?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, art is sort of like a place that you go to alone because you do different things. You just go to and then be yourself. But it doesn't solve. Go reality solution. In the reality, it doesn't solve that. A thing that you go to and then it's like that special place that you go to take out your mind of things and then reboot it and then start all over again.
Yeah. Like if you can think art as rehab.
Yeah.
Most people buy rehab. Some of the people babu abadlishabu. Babambone. We all know about where we do it. The first thing they really know about rehab.
So in other words, it can be really relevant.
Yes.
For other people though.
Describe art as if it were a flower.
It would be a solid flower, like a dark, very dark. So really dark, whereby you can come with different colors and then just paint it like the way you feel. You can even put in strings for the guitar, the drums, or like dilo. If when it's like a dark flower, and when you throw in like it's really bright, that, very bold. It's solid. I can't think of it's like solid.
Yeah.
It's dark.
A flower. Okay.
It's my blow.
My blow is really
good. You're romantic, right?
When a boy tells you he loves you, it'll be the first time you hear this. It is late, and he isn't even there to tell you this in person, but instead, from a car ride home from a bar in Chicago, he is there on business. And of course you will smile, because he sounds like he means it. Because you believe him, because a boy has never handed those words to you like crushed blackberries in the palms of his hands firm. Young, full, waiting to taste sweet with you, his arms, creeping vines, begging to touch the sun in your face, saying, here, take everything I have ever touched to be closer to you. His breath, waiting to be folded into a love note passed in between the nape of your neck and his front teeth. He will remember the time you told him you felt safe in his mouth, and he will never grow hungry, just distant. When a boy tells you he loves you, you will hear music.
Okay, I started out at the age of like 9 with a keyboard, actually, not a bass. Started out playing songs for Elise, for example. Then went into sports, then eventually got my hand on a bass from my friend Udi. He's a killer bassist, so he taught me a few lines here and there and there. And that's basically how I got into bass. And ever since I've been on bass. And to me, art and youth is something that goes hand in hand in a way that it's youth use art in a very peculiar way, in such a way that they present it to themselves.
from day and night. When they wake up, you hear youth doing a song or singing music, drawing, even in clothing that they wear. And the manner in which they use art is it's second nature to them. So I believe art will bring youth towards a not brighter future to say, but a good future if they use it correctly.
Guys. So that's right.
This should be an interview.
I'm actually a vocalist. I started singing at my own church while I was still in Sunday school. And then I moved on to sing at school in my primary years, which is like from the age of 9. And then I continued to sing in my choirs at high school with a special conductor of mine, Mr. Similani. And yeah, that's where I studied. He taught me a lot of things, and I started my bass track in church, and then I continued to go on to school in choirs, and yeah.
How relevant is art to the youth of today?
Well, the youth of today chooses to express themselves in various ways, and art has a variety of ways that you can teach yourselves through vocal or instrumental, and in any way it creates a path amongst the many other paths of bad things. Like, either than doing bad things, you can do something good and try to speak word out to the people through arts. That's how I think is relevant.
Do you think art is the solution to the world's problems?
I don't personally think that it's the solution to the world's problems. I think it's more of an influence, because when you hear somebody or a group of people or anyone saying something through arts, you feel something and you'd want to make a difference by listening to whatever that person said in concern. And art helps us to express ourselves. So it can only influence what we would do that would help the world. I don't think it can be the solution.
Describe art as if it were a flower.
Wow. A flower. I specifically wouldn't think that it's a specific flower, because there are many different flowers in the world. Just like art, there's a variety of categories in arts. There's music, there's painting, and there's so many other things. So anybody can pick which flower they would choose to smell or love, just like arts.
I started out in my primary school. I started out in the primary school choir. At that point, I didn't know I had a voice. I just joined the choir because people told me that if you can talk, you can sing. But then I met Mr. Similani in high school, and he taught me a lot about music. He taught me how to read music, how to use the techniques of music. I learned a lot from him until now. I think the youth of today use art in many different ways. They use art to heal themselves. For example, when they're sad, they listen to music to make themselves feel better. Some people, when they're happy, they paint. We do a lot of stuff to make ourselves happy through art.